So, James Gunn did what he did. He let the movie The Flash come out. He said, it's okay, it's the greatest movie I've ever seen. All I could think about when I watched that trailer was Ezra Miller. He burglarized wine. He groomed a 14-year-old girl. He did burglaries in Vermont, money caching, all that shit. Why? Why would anyone mentally who has been under the scrutiny of Ezra Miller with all the topics and all the cots being handled, there's even allegations that the woman who wrote the Harry Potter books did pay hush money to police. There's even hearings about that. I think that's very accurate considering that there's a lot of actual caught of that. I'll put links in the description, but why? Why would Ezra Miller be famed in this movie, considering how many allegations and controversies that he's been in? He groomed an 18-year-old or 14-year-old girl of him growing like an activist on Go Green and nature. Her parents are still looking for her, and allegedly Ezra Miller groomed her to go with her, and there's a cult that he leads in Iceland who let younger women, have married to older men in Iceland. And this is just fucked up. So the fact that James Gunn and Eddie Muschietti want to publish this movie out, get this movie out of the way, and the fact that James Gunn decided, let's keep Ezra Miller as the Flash. As long as he's doing good, whatever, we'll keep him as the Flash. Why? I mean, you're talking about a deranged actor who on set has had numerous accounts of allegations of being abusive to the co-hosts, to the stars, celebrities, and the fact that this movie is coming out, a lot of people are praising for it. And the fact that James Gunn wants to keep Ezra Miller as the Flash as long as he does good. He has a cult in Iceland, supposedly. And rumors and allegations are actual rumors and actual accounts of women seeing with Ezra Miller being groomed to Iceland to this cult. Okay. We're giving this guy the movie. The fact that Eddie Muschietti and James Gunn are okay with this movie being out, get it done and published. There are so many people who have been victims of abuse and, a lot of manipulated abuse and men grooming them, can look at this and see as an issue that, okay, this is not a good movie. I'm someone who's been abused. I was sexually harassed at in 2012, December 15th. And I was 16 years old. So the fact that this movie is faming someone who has multiple allegations of abuse and grooming and abusing, sexually harassing women, There's even a bar fight he did in Vermont, in Hawaii, on a woman, and he got arrested. Why would we love to go see this movie if it's circled and famed around a man who has multiple allegations and abuse? I don't care if it's a great movie. This movie, from someone who's been abused and someone who's had, who has been sexually harassed, I am totally appalled that James Gunn and Eddie Muschietti would want to put this movie out there. There's so many people who've dealt with sexual harassment and abuse and can look at this movie, look at this thing, and see how wrong it is to put fame on someone who did multiple counts of sexual harassment, grooming women, leading a cult on older men marrying younger women and being forced to marry an older man. You get the idea. Where does this thought process go to that we want to see this movie? To anybody's extent. What the fuck? Why? I don't know why this movie's being pulled out. I don't like to be a hater, but I guess I'm being a hater now. But from someone who's been abused, I do not approve of this movie coming out. I do not want to see this movie. I do not want to go see this movie. I fucking period do not want to go see this movie from someone who's been abused, from someone who's been sexually harassed. I mean, honestly, it is unfathomable that they let this movie out and this trailer, and this trailer's being hyped and whatever. Let's get this movie out. They are circling around Ezra Miller, who, from multiple accounts of grooming women, sexually harassing women, we're going to put this movie out there, not worry about people who've been sexually harassed. Now they're going to look at this. Oh yeah, us people who have been who have been victims of sexual harassment and abuse are going to love this movie. Yeah. Why? Just why?